and I can do this. So if I don't get 3 fruits all the way to 3 fruits, then
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And the Rams hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Sanders,
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. His throw incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now it's Hines, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Stafford. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now it's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Tutu Atwell
from 6 yards away.
And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Throwing now is Lance.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
It's a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
On the ready.
On first down, they go option to the right. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they send a man in motion right. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Lance now to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners get a bit closer. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Next to score, Rams 21, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Hines. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Stafford. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, that's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action, Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He doesn't have the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35 on second down, Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Lance again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Line to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get him for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Lance looking to throw it. Caught on the slant. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
49ers 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he's got Rome. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. They'll run with Mitchell. He gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8 from the 50. Stafford. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Akers. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Ebukam providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to
touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Stafford. Pass complete to Hines. Fancy footwork at midfield. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Now Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A give, running right is Akers. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One final try now for Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Well, it took us until the